everyone, how you doing today? It's late in the day. I'm recovering from a 4-day migraine, so I look like absolute crap, but I'm here with my August TBR plans. And yeah, we have Magical Academy. No, we don't. We have Magical Readathon. I'm going to need a lot of luck, not only for this readathon, but also for recording this video. I only realised now at 9 o'clock at night that I hadn't yet recorded my TBR, and we are technically now on the first day of the readathon because where we passed the number of pages read the previous readathon, you can now start 3 days early. So I kind of need to get onto my TBR. As you know, I have my TBR game, the My Heroic TBR. I will be running it. I will be doing it. I have one thing that I have changed since I relaunched it last month, and that is that to accommodate my mood reading even more, I'm going to allow myself up to 3 swaps each month. So even though I might pick certain books for the TBR, it may just be that by the time the end of the month comes, I've really struggled to read those books for whatever reasons, and I've ended up mood reading stuff that fit the prompt as well, so I can just swap those out. And I'm just giving myself that because I'm trying to be more gentle with myself, and I have discovered that I'm preferring mood reading lately, but I don't want to give up on my reading games. You know, I'm sure some of you can relate. I don't even remember what my prompts were for last month, so I need to go back, rewatch my video, recheck my prompts, and we'll just talk through which ones I did and didn't finish, and then we will head over to the board and start pulling for August's TBR. Okay, so I've just gone back and I've checked my July TBR, and honestly, I forgot most of these books were even on it. I really did struggle with July. I have not really read, but what I will say is of the 8 books, I completed 2. For manga, I've got Kaguya-sama Love is War, and it also fits the YA middle grade category, so that means I get to go 2 steps ahead on the board, and I will complete the Bone Spindle. It's not down here with me, it's in my bag because I've been reading it on my journeys to and from work, but I did read that one, and that is also a queer book that fits Pro Hero, so that one again I get to move 2 steps forward, so that's 4 steps I get to move forward. I also have the TBR that I need to prepare for Orilium, so August is probably going to have a very big TBR, and that's really annoying because work's going to be stressful, and so is my personal life because we have people staying 2 weekends in a row, so that's going to be interesting. But as we know, last term I was going to go for Beastmaster this year. I didn't quite do enough in April to qualify for Beastmaster, so I decided to just do the herbology route for 2 years in a row. I could be slightly wrong, but I am 99% certain that for the herbology route a Q in alchemy and a D in restoration, so that's 5 books total. So I have to, for alchemy, O is first in a series, Q is the second or continue a series, and then D is to finish a series. Then restoration, O is to a book starting before bed, Q is read in a different place every time you pick up the book, and for D is a random letter generator. So somewhere I've got to try and fit all of those in with my hero prompts, and of course, being me, the subjects that I finished in April I also would like to pick some books for. So for animal studies, O is a pet pick, and then for psionics, O is a tarot generator, so you pick a random tarot card and then find something from the card that's on a cover. Q is set in the future, and then D is a lily on the cover in the title or the author's name. So I want to try and find prompts for all of those, as well as the My Heroic TBR. So we're going to skip to the My Heroic board, get our rolls done, see where we're at, and then I might cry. Okay, I apologise that there is a glare from the lens, from the lamp. So yeah, got to go back 3 total. Thank God I didn't have to go on to that. Right, let's go. Roll number 1 for August 2023 is 6. Ooh. Oh, we landed on the portal. So we get to Kurogiri ourselves across. So we might finish the board today. Okay, roll number 1 continues. We go again because we portaled. Oh, you are. Oh, never mind. So we just portaled right to the end of the board. And we're going to go back to the beginning because we landed on... we landed on the tosser. Okay. So close. So close. No. Okay. Let's start the board again. Roll number 1. And we have, starting yet again, off the board. A 1. Starting off strong with a 1. And we have edge shot weapon on the cover. Roll number 2 of, did I say 5 or 6? 5. Ooh, top of the, we went from the first to the last. So 12, you have, it's, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Blank, we have Kenji Sugurame, either the police or a detective main character. Could be interesting to try and find. Roll number 3 of 5, and we have 10. Big numbers. Oh, you son of a bitch. We have Bakugo can go to hell. Roll number 4. Another 10. You are the son of a bitch. Oh no. Sarah, read the longest book on your shelves in an Orilium month. Oh. Our final roll. Please be kind. Please be nice. And we have a 5, which is a blank. We are ending on a blank. Please be nice. Recovery girl, medicine or medical setting. Oh my god. So I am going to swap out recovery girl and I'm going to redraw because I do have up to 2 redraws. I'm fine with my other 2. And then I'm going to do something new. Aoyama, a book that is flashy and stands out. And then in lieu of Sero, I'm going to re-roll and go with whatever that is because I cannot be reading the longest book on my TBR during an Orilium month. I just can't. 3. Landing on another blank. And that is UA Sports Festival, something featuring a competition. Okay, let's go see what we can do. Okay, I'm back and I have my books picked. So we're just going to go through and talk about them. So for Orilium, we have the Alchemy, which I need to read the first 2, but I'm going to read all 3 because it's basically the first in a series, continuing a series and finishing a series. So I've decided that I'm going to read a trilogy, and for this I'm going to be reading the Midnight's Twins series by Holly Race. So we have Midnight's Twins, A Gathering Midnight and Midnight Dark and Golden, and I bought these last year for Yalk. I read the first one, so this will be a reread, and then I haven't gotten around to the second and third one, but these are really cool. It's basically an Arthurian type retelling where there is the real world and there is the dream world, and basically if you die in the dream world you die in the real world. And the twins here, Ollie and Fern, their mother is from a group of people who go into the nightmare / dream world in order to protect people from their nightmares. They have gotten involved in all of it, and stuff is kicking off and happening. That's all I'm really going to say, but it was really cool. The first book was fantastic and it did take me on an emotional roller coaster. I also did give it 5 stars, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. It also fits one of the prompts for the My Heroic TBR, which was Aoyama, a flashy cover, because I feel like these are pretty flashy covers, so they fit that prompt as well. For restoration, I have to read all 3. So O, which is the first one, is Start a Book Before Bed, a series that I really want to finish, reread, leading up to season 2 of the show, which is in the first week, so I've got to read these pretty fast. Is Heartstopper. So we have Heartstopper Volume 1, which will be the book that I start before bed. We have the second book is to read in a different place every time you read it, so that'll be Heartstopper Volume 2. And then book 3 for that one, it was a random letter generator, and I am cheating on this one because I drew the letter N, and I have picked out a book for it, which is Not All Himbos Wear Capes, and is basically a villain and a supervillain and a superhero who get matched on a dating app. And I'm like, that sounds really cool. But in case I don't get to it, Heartstopper Volume 3, and this is where the cheating comes in, because one of the main characters is called Nick, which is a N, so I am counting it, and there is an N here. It's supposed to be starts with an N, but I don't care. For animal studies, Pet Pick was the first one, and I have a little clip here of my amazing pet and the pick that she chose, so here we go.
Come on. Who's this? Oh. Oh, you are an angel.
As you can see, she chose Cemetery Boys, which I don't know, I haven't confirmed with Ren yet, but I'm pretty sure we agreed we were going to buddy read it together. And this will be my second time reading this, and I'm super excited. I loved it the first time. Again, this was 5 stars, so I am extremely excited to return to this. And yeah, just it's one of my all-time favourite books, so I can't wait. And then I've decided not to do the other 2 for those because the prompts just don't really interest me, because it's a debut author and read a book in 2 days. It doesn't really interest me, so I'm not going to bother with those ones. And then the only other subject that I'm going to do is psionics, because I thought it'd be really fun. So the first one was to use a random tarot generator, and whatever card it picked, you had to look at the elements on the card and then choose a book that featured one of them. This is my pick and what I got. As you can see, I got the tower. So I wrote down all the things, and we had lightning, fire, a crown, a tower, and clouds. And I went with clouds because This Vicious Grace by Emily Teed has these, which looks like clouds, and I'm assuming they are clouds. And this one is also going to be my pick for My Heroic Academia TBR, which is Edge Shot weapon on the cover, because we have daggers on the cover. So double whammy. And then I decided I'm going to do the cue for this one, which was Set in the Future, and I'm choosing Resonance Surge by Nalini Singh. I have requested a review copy from the publisher. Whether or not I get it remains to be seen, but even if I don't get it, I will be buying the book in a couple of weeks. It has already released, but with budget, I need to wait a couple of weeks before I can afford to get it. And that is the latest book in the Side Changing series. We all know how much I adore and rave about that series on this channel. So that is my pick for Set in the Future, because those are set about 100 years-ish, give or take. And then the final thing that I'm doing for Magical Readathon, I want to try and get my Impling, and we can do this at any time, but I would at least like to start trying to get it. And so for this, I've chosen Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, because there are things like I can read it at night, the cover is blue, the letter N is repeated twice, and I can't remember what the other things were that made the links, but it definitely linked enough to do half of the prompts. and I haven't yet picked out what the final 3 things are going to be, like what the final book is. Oh, and I've read this author before, so that made up like half of the links. And then for my heroic TBR, we have Surigame, who was a police or detective main character. I went through my books. I couldn't find any that immediately stood out. So I actually redrew for this one, and I got Magni, which was a transgender or non-binary character. So that is then Heartstopper Volume 4 sorted. And then we had UA Festival competition, and I didn't get to it last month. It still even has the thing in it from last month, but A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I still haven't read Dark Shades of Magic, and I haven't read A Gathering of Shadows, and we're meant to read Conjuring of Light this month. I'm way behind on Charlotte's read along, and I'm really annoyed at myself because I love this series and I can't wait for Fragile Threads. So I'm thinking I might just one week just sit and read the whole trilogy in a week and see how I get on. But I'm going to re-add A Gathering of Shadows, even though I know that I'm not going to succeed, but I'm going to add it anyway because, yeah. And then that only leaves the Go to Hell pick. So we have our Go to Hell. What are we going to pull? Better be nice to me. No, like 800-900. All right, and we have, can you guys see that? Because I can't even read my own writing. Oh, The Woodsman, The Wolf and the Woodsman, The Woodsman and the Wolf by Ava Reed. I'm sure that's been on my TBR multiple times. I'm sure it has. But yeah, so I will go get that, and that will be my final book. In true fashion, and we always know that Orilium is going to be a big stack of books. This doesn't even include any ebooks or any audiobooks. And we have this stack that I want to get through next month. Wish me luck. This is really hurting my wrist. So yeah. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you're planning on reading this month. Do you have any books that you're really, really hyped for? If you're taking part in Orilium, good luck, Godspeed. Hope you enjoy your reading, and I will see you all on the next video. I hope you're good, I hope you're staying safe, and until next time, bye.